Hello. I am Miss Zainab, a lecturer at University of Babylon. Welcome to our online lecture. So today you will learn about linguistics and the design features of human language, compared to animal communication. What is linguistics? Linguistics is defined as the systematic study of language. Linguistics is a discipline which describes the aspects of language and provides theories for its work. There are 8 design features of human language. The first one is the use of sound signals. Animals communicate with each other by various means. For example, crabs wave their claws at each other. But such means of communication are not common as the use of sounds, which are used by humans and many animals. Sounds have several advantages that make them unique. One, they can be used in the dark and at some distance. 2. They allow various and unlimited messages to be sent. Three, they leave the body free for other activities. For example, the person can walk and produce sounds at the same time. Humans acquired their system of sounds at a late stage in their evolution because the organs of speech have a basic biological function and a secondary function that is related to speech production. The second feature is arbitrariness. In animal communication, there is a strong link between the actual signal and the message that an animal wants to convey. For example, an animal can take the attack position as a signal to warn off an opponent. In human communication, the reverse is true. There is no link between the signal and the message that a person wants to convey. For example, there is no logical connection between the word elephant and the animal that this word refers to. The third feature is the need for learning. Many animals know how to communicate without learning because their systems of communication are inherent and genetically inbuilt. For example, the dance of bees is the same in all the bee colonies of the world, except small variations. Unlike animal communication, human language is acquired through the long learning process. A human being who lives in isolation cannot acquire language, as in children who live with animals with no contact with human beings. The fourth feature is duality. Concerning the sound signals, animals have a set of basic sounds which vary among animals. For example, a cow has under 10 basic sounds. Most animals can use each basic sound only once. This means that each basic sound has only one message. So that the number of messages are limited due to the limited number of sounds. In human language, the reverse is true. All languages have a number of sound units, called phonemes, that are similar to the basic sounds of animals in their number. Unlike animal sounds, these phonemes are meaningless in isolation, but they become meaningful when they combine with other phonemes to form words. For example, the sounds /f/, /o/ and /g/ are meaningless alone, but when they come in the word fog, they have meaning. This organization of language into two layers is called duality or double articulation. Duality means that language is organized into two layers. 1. The layer of sounds which relates to animal communication and human language, since both of them have sounds. 2. The layer of the larger units of sounds, which relates to human language, since only human sounds can combine into words. Another feature is displacement. Most animals can communicate about things in the immediate environment only. For example, birds utter danger cries only in time of danger. Unlike animal communication, human beings communicate about things that are absent as well as things that are present. This phenomenon is called displacement. Displacement is a phenomenon that exists in human language, which can cope with any subject at any time and in any place. Another feature is creativity. Animals have a very limited number of messages they can send or receive. Also, they have limited circumstances under which animals communicate. For example, bees can communicate with limited messages only about nectar. Unlike animal communication, human language is creative. Humans can produce unlimited number of utterances. They can generate new sentences, and still be understood. Another feature is patterning. The systems of animal communication consist of a simple list of elements. Thus, there is no internal organization within the system. Unlike animal communication, human language has an internal system which is governed by certain rules. Thus, sounds and words are not produced in a random way. Human language is an intricate system of interrelated elements in which every item has its own place in the total pattern and can combine with certain patterns and be replaced by others. For example, There are only 4 possible ways to arrange the English sounds A, B, S, T. These are bats, tabs, stab and bast. Other possibilities, as spat, are wrong, because there are rules which do not allow such combinations. The last feature is structure dependence. This feature reflects the system of the interrelated items of language. For example, there are 3 sentences: the boy who is sitting beside him is his son, the boy is his son and he is his son. Each of the sentences has a similar basic structure consisting of a subject and a verb. Each sentence has an invisible structure, with which speakers can form sentences and understand them. Language operations are structure dependent. They depend on the internal structure of sentences. This feature is absent in animal communication, since it has no internal system. Now, let's have a look at the summary of this lecture. Linguistics is defined as the systematic study of language. There are 8 design features. These features differentiate human language from animal communication. Have you learned? If you have any questions, please get in touch. I am here to help you.